Wow. So as soon as I clicked that I'm live, Lonzo Ball has just agreed to a 4-year, $85 million contract with the Chicago Bulls. So for all the Knicks fans out there that wanted Lonzo, I'm sorry, Lonzo Ball is officially a Chicago Bull, 4-year, $85 million contract. Literally, as soon as I clicked live, that's what it said. Like, that's crazy right off the bat. And notice how he signed exactly at 6 o'clock. Exactly at 6. So there we go. Right off the bat, y'all. Don't worry, I have Shams pulled up right here. I do have Woj. We're gonna be talking about should the Knicks possibly like go on to sign Evan Fournier because it looks like the Knicks might go on to sign him. There's some DeMar DeRozan rumors that there's some mutual interest there, and Nerlens Noel and Alec Burks actually may go on to be back with the New York Knicks. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts on that. Would you want Nerlens Noel back as a New York Knick? And same thing with Alec Burks. So we got some people in the chat. What's going on, Evan? He says, I'm hyped. DeRozan on the Knicks would be sick. We'll see what goes on to happen, man. Knicks are trending on Twitter. About what? About what? Leon's about to make some moves. I wouldn't be surprised if we go on to trade for Colin Sexton. I know some people wouldn't like that, but I actually do like Sexton. I know some people look at him as an undersized shooting guard, but I hate how people have labeled this guy as someone already. And Tim Hardaway Jr. has just signed a 4-year. That's a lot of. Is that too much? 4-year, $72 million contract with the Mavericks? Isn't that like the exact same deal that Steve Mills gave Tim Hardaway Jr.? And Mike Conley just signed a contract, 3 years, $68 million. The news is flowing, guys. The news is flowing. So is he remaining with the Jazz? Let me see right here. All right, so Kyle Lowry's expected to go to the Heat. Wow, 4 years, $72 million. Do you guys think that's too much? I actually wouldn't mind Fournier at all. Will Barton's gonna re-sign with the Nuggets. Boban Marjanovic just re-signed with the Mavericks. This news is flowing all right now. You actually wouldn't mind Fournier. He brings you more versatility than a Bullock. He can create his own shot more, and that's something we really struggled with in the playoffs. Oh, we re-signed. All right. So yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. 72 mil. Do you guys think that's too much money? Isn't that like the exact same deal like with the Knicks? But yeah, this news is flowing right now. Yeah, Lonzo to the Bulls. I saw that. It's crazy. Do you guys think DeRozan's going to the Knicks? See, this is my stance with DeRozan. DeRozan's a very good leader. He's I think he's a better leader than Randall in my opinion. We're bringing in a professional scorer of the ball who could score from mid-range territory. He could attack. He definitely has lot of experience in the playoffs. So we definitely are bringing in not just a talented player but an experienced player as well. But the concern here is definitely the jump shot from beyond the arc. I like Mitch, but we would definitely have to trade for a guy of Miles Turner to really stretch the floor more, bring more spacing. Because I don't think we could afford to have a Mitch there when you already have a guy of DeRozan who can't shoot the three, but he could play make as well. That's what I do like about DeRozan. I know so many Knicks fans wanted Lonzo, but Lonzo to the Bulls. Wow. Let me refresh this right here. Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. re-signed with the Mavs. I saw that. Mutual interest between Knicks and DeMar DeRozan. I just saw that. So that remains. I would not mind that, but we would have to trade for a Miles Turner if we get DeMar DeRozan. We need someone that can stretch the floor more, or whoever our point guard's going to be starting next season. They got to be a knockdown shooter, and RJ needs to make a like even bigger leap. At least becoming a more versatile shooter. Oh yeah, we're not re-signing Alfred, dude. Don't even bring that up. Yo, what's going on, Michael? I hope you're doing well. Yep, Mike Conley. Yep. Talked about all that. But yeah, I have it right here in front of me. Adrian Wojnarowski, I have Shams right here in front of me. But yeah, what are your guys' thoughts so far on those contracts? Do you think Tim Hardaway Jr. was too much money, or do you think he deserved that contract? I think Kyle Lowry's going to Miami. I'm sorry to burst your bubble there, but that's like a done deal. He's going to Miami. It's not official, but I think that's gonna happen. Yo, my boy Wen's in the chat. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. Correct me if I am wrong, but I actually really like that move for you guys. What are your thoughts on it? Yeah, Lonzo to the Bulls is confirmed. Yo, what's going on, Michael? I hope we re-sign Rose. We'll see what happens. There's rumors that he might go to the Bulls. But yeah, Lonzo, 4-year, $85 million contract. I think it's a little of an overpay, but what really isn't an overpay? It seems like contracts are crazy nowadays, you know? Um, Yo, Matt, thank you so much for the super chat. I really, really do appreciate that. That means the world. Very generous of you. Appreciate the support. He says, "Turn me up." Hashtag Knicks tape. Thank you, man. I really do appreciate that. Thanks for supporting the channel. Who do you want, Matt? Let me know down below in the chat. Is Fournier to New York confirmed? Not for me yet. I haven't really gotten any notification, but those are the rumors that they're close on a deal. Wait, Jimmy Butler's expected to agree to a maximum contract extension with the Heat, so he's gonna get even more money. Damn, Jimmy's about to get like a bigger bag. CP3 still a free agent. I'm getting it from Adrian Wojnarowski on Twitter and Shams. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna be updating you guys. I'm freaking refreshing this like crazy. I'm refreshing it like crazy right now. See, like I'll like it from a stability standpoint because that shows we love our players. Woj bomb, let me refresh. But I think we need more offense at the backup center spot, in my opinion. Yeah, Butler's max contract's expected to be 4 years and $184 million. Wow. Oh yeah, I put it in my community tab. But yeah, Matt, again, thank you. He said I wanted Lonzo, but I'll take Fournier or DeRozan. All right, man. Furkan Korkmaz to the Cavs. Yeah, if you guys can, let me know if there is like a Woj bomb. I'm refreshing it over here, but these are like the most reliable sources, so I'm refreshing them. Jimmy just got a giant bag. See, I think that's a perfect fit though if Kyle Lowry really does end up going to Miami, because I think that's an amazing culture fit. Like two no nonsense players like together. But yeah, what are your thoughts? Like, would you bring back an Alec Burks and Noel? Because most likely we are. That's what the rumor or news out there is. And would you like a DeMar DeRozan? It's so weird. DeMar DeRozan is like almost a perfect player, only if he shot the three ball and gets better defensively. Yo, what's going on? AT or at? But yeah, Jimmy Butler with the massive extension. Hassan Whiteside to the Nets? That's interesting. That's actually a good move. That is a good move. Biased aside, like they do need a center. DeAndre Jordan getting old. Claxton's pretty raw. That's actually a good move by the Nets. Sometimes he doesn't always play with a consistent motor, but yeah, Whiteside's a good shot blocker. Good athlete as well. He's good at rolling to the rim. Sets hard screens. Very strong. But yeah, we've got some interesting well, like some of them have been expected, but it's still wild. Well, the Nets just got Whiteside, so most likely they're not going to be getting Noel. I think Noel's going to be back. But yeah, I have like notifications on my phone too. Wait, what'd you say, Knicks talk? And the second. Oh, it's free agency. I'm just letting everyone know. Satoransky, Garrett Temple, and a second round pick to New Orleans. There's not really much to talk about there. Satoransky's an okay player. Temple's veteran, second round pick. Well, it depends what second rounder. If it's 2023, I believe that's the high school draft. Trae Young deserves the max. He really does. He's a beast. Yeah, Lonzo Ball deal. Yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. You guys are amazing. Wild, wild stuff. Well, like we've expected most of this, but I don't know why it's still wild. Whenever Adrian Wojnarowski drops a Woj bomb or whatever, it's still insane. So JaMychal Green has agreed to a 2-year, $17 million deal to return to the Nuggets. Yeah, he was a Nugget before, wasn't he? Where was he this past season? The Grizzlies? No, I might be wrong on that. Let me see. Oh yeah, no, never mind. He's returning to. Never mind, I read that wrong. But yeah, he was a Grizzly before. Um, I had a brain fart. Um, No, I did not. Did he get the extension? But yeah, I had that written down here in my notes. Not much to talk about. Stephen Curry. All right, so Alec Burks has agreed to a 3-year, $30 million contract with the Knicks. That's not a bad deal. 3-year, $30 million, and not like all the years are going to be guaranteed. I don't think the last year will be guaranteed. So 3-year, $30 million. The Knicks are bringing back Alec Burks. What are your guys' thoughts on that? I think that's a good deal. I really think that's a smart deal. Like we didn't overpay, in my opinion. Hello, Noah. You're having a great day. Ready to see. I hope you're having a great day, man. Um, and Nerlens Noel is returning to the Knicks on 3-year, $32 million. So we're not gonna have that much. I don't think we have much money left in cap space. I don't. I'll be real. I didn't like bringing back Noel. I don't like that. I like Noel. I like how what he provides defensively, but he's not good when it comes to playoffs. We need more of an offensive spark, and he's not that strong. I'll be real. I don't really like that deal. We need more of an offensive spark at the center position. So three, and he gets more money than Burks. I don't know about that one. So Jared Allen's agreed to a 5-year, $100 million deal to re-sign with the Cavs. Yeah, that was a giant contract. Wait, D Rose to the Kings for a one? What? If that's real, is that real? I'm sorry, Derrick Rose, but that's stupid if that's true. Why would he go to the King? Is that true? I feel like Woj. Yeah, that's fake. Woj or like only look at Woj or Shams. D Rose ain't that stupid. Kings are trash. 32 million for Noel. I don't. It's not a bad deal, but I don't know. I just want more offense at the backup center spot. You guys know what I mean? At least it's showing that stability. Yup, Burks is back. It's not a bad deal. I like the Burks deal. The Noel one is it's okay, if I'm being real. You think we're gonna trade Noel? I do think we have a trade in the works. But yeah, Jared Allen got that bag. 5-year, 100 million. That's a lot of. Jared Allen's good. I might be crazy. Like, obviously, when it comes to the importance of the team, he deserves all that. But 5 years, $100 million. And the Knicks might not be signing anyone else because we pretty much use our. We have 53 million in cap space. We're probably not going to sign anyone else. I think we're going to do the same thing as last year. Just be smart and look long term, which I'm okay with. We're not rushing the process. But yeah, I would be happy with Miles Turner. Oh, we have 30 plus mil in cap space left? All right. Noel Knox in a 2023 second round. That's not enough. Noel, not that's not realistic at all. I know they're trying to trade him, but they're not going to get robbed. Knox probably is not going to be in the NBA like a few years. Noel, he's a solid defensive player in a second round pick. That's not realistic. Well, I kind of expected it in this free agency. This free agency sucks. Well, it doesn't suck, but it is a weak free agency class. So this isn't really the class you should be spending like a lot of money on. Lonzo, though, makes sense because he's a long-term solution because he's still young. Because you're paying him for what you think he could be down the road. As Kelly Olynyk signed a 3-year, $37 million deal to go to the Pistons. That's interesting. I didn't see that yet. Kyle Lowry to Miami. That's official. I think we all know that though. It's not really news. I don't think that's that bad of a sign Kelly Olynyk. Especially when you're a low market team, you have to like overpay a little bit. Yeah, I'll be real, I'm not the biggest a fan of the Noel deal. I kinda didn't want him back in general. I appreciate what he brings defensively. Um, well, it wasn't much of a difference. Kelly Olynyk was just on the Rockets. Um, but yeah, not the biggest fan of the Noel deal, to be honest. Spencer Dinwiddie and Colin Sexton go to the Knicks. I don't know, we'll see. 6-15 and we already had so many deals. What about Carmelo? I feel like a lot of Knicks fans just want Carmelo because of the nostalgia. Besides that, it doesn't really make sense. Maybe some like shot creation off the bench, but besides that, it doesn't make sense. Would you guys want to bring Melo back? I think someone said we have 32 mil in cap space left. 30 plus mil. But yeah, the Knicks just re-signed Alec Burks and Nerlens Noel. I don't want Dinwiddie really. I don't really want him. I'd rather bring back Jeremy Lin. I hope Dinwiddie's not a Knick. He's a solid player, but I want someone that can stretch the floor more to the outside. That's cap. Well, we started off with 53 mil in cap space. The Pacers have come to terms with TJ McConnell, so they're re-signing him. Oh yeah, I wonder what Bullock's gonna do. Yeah, Mike Conley has agreed to a 3-year, $72 million contract. Jazz. Yeah, I don't want Melo. I don't think it'd be toxic, but I just don't see the point. What's going on, Anthony? How much money do we have in cap space? Can someone update me with that? Yeah, that's been confirmed like a few days. Got a Clippers fan in the chat. What's up, man? Yeah, I think Bullock's gone. You think we're gonna start Burks next year though? I'm not okay with starting Burks though. Burks is inconsistent. He's gonna have a game he's really good, then he's gonna have a game he's not so good. He's pretty inconsistent. Shams is beating Woj. Yeah. Yeah, I think Bullock's gone. Like, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not good with the cap space shit. The cap space stuff be confusing me sometimes. Yeah, we've needed a point guard for like a million years. Should have around 30 million cap space. So yeah, I was right. I knew I was right because we started off with 53 mil and we just signed Noel and Burks. But yeah, I'm not great when it comes to the cap. That's not realistic though. Chris Paul ain't coming here. He's trying to win a championship. Someone said, "What are the Pistons doing?" So someone didn't really like the Olynyk deal. I don't think that's that bad of a deal. Maybe they overpaid, but again, they're the Pistons. When you're not really an attractive destination, you're gonna have to overpay a little bit, especially if you're a small market. I would trade Noel for Turner. I don't know if that's enough though. I think Mitch will be in that deal instead. I swear, if Alfred Payne's not gonna be our starting point guard. I understand where you're coming from. I do think he's worth it. It's just that he's getting older. He's still good. Well, a lot of people were saying, or the report says Evan Fournier is close on an agreement with the Evan Fournier is close on an agreement with the Knicks, so we'll see how that is. Oh yeah, we already talked about that. Lonzo to the Bulls. Yeah. What's going on, Valix? If we re-sign Alfred Payne, I'm done. But I would rather freaking roll with Miles McBride starting. Um, what were your guys' thoughts on the draft picks? I know the draft was kind of confusing, trading the 19th, 21st pick, 32, and all that. What's crazy, Anthony? Bullock's going to the Celtics. Is that official? That's cap. I wouldn't mind DeRozan, but we would definitely have to get a point guard, or the point guard definitely will have to splash from three. And we would have to get a Miles Turner. Damian Lillard. Gosh. So if we sign Fournier, what's the starting five looking like? I don't even know where a point guard's going to be, so I can't answer that question at all. Yeah, I like McBride. I pass on Andre Drummond. I feel like Andre Drummond's like one of the most overrated players. Like a lot of people look at the rebounding, but if you really watch the games, he's not as good as some people think. And why would we get him? We just re-signed Noel and we just brought back Mitch, so it wouldn't make sense. Trey who? Trey Letcher. What? Um, yeah, we'll see what happens. At the end of the day, these guys were good college players, but I don't care what you did in college. Now be good at the NBA level, or it depends how you produce at the NBA level. Yeah, I wish I would know, like, I wish I knew the update of how much money we have in cap space. Um, does anyone know, like, the official? Mitchell Robinson for Miles Turner. I wouldn't be mad at that. Might have to throw it something else, so I don't know if we can get him straight up. Yeah, Summer League's gonna be fun to watch. It definitely is. As of right now, Evan Fournier is not a Knick. Like, I understand stability, but we still have to make upgrades. Let's see. Don't see anything else right now. Nothing right now. I'll let you know if Evan Fournier is a Knick or anyone. I'm letting you guys know all the news. Um, Payne won't be back. I don't want to hear Payne no more. Yeah, I wouldn't mind him. The rumored price though is like seems like too much, but Joe Harris got like 70 mil. So, but yeah, who do you guys want out there? Someone that's still out there that you want? Because I don't think we're not obviously Kyle Lowry's going to the Heat. I haven't gotten that report, but people have told me it is. See, but all the reports have pretty much said though, like it's a done deal. He's going to Miami, Kyle Lowry. Yo, what's going on, Bray Pan? I hope you're doing well. What do I think about the signing by the Mavs? I feel like they kind of had to bring him back. He was really good for them last year. So, yeah, someone told me it was confirmed, but I haven't gotten the notification unless notifications went by so fast with Shams that I didn't catch it. I haven't gotten it though yet. Yeah, but I feel like he's gonna want more money, especially what he did in the playoffs with the Clippers. It's my opinion though. Yeah, it's the Tim Hardaway Jr. trade now. I like Dinwiddie. He's a physical player. He can score from mid-range territory. He has a little bit of athleticism. He's also a good defender. He does fit the mold of what kind of player Tom Thibodeau does want, but he doesn't shoot it well from three. Oh yeah, CK really wanted Lonzo. That's true. But I thought Lonzo was like, I don't know. I thought Lonzo really was gonna be a Knick. I think like before the Bulls rumors came out, I don't know. Why would he want to go to the Bulls over the Knicks though? Refresh and Adrian Wojnarowski. Haven't seen anything. Um, Let me know, guys, if you've seen any news. I'm just refreshing this. Haven't really seen anything new. Well, Knox is going to be back this upcoming season. He's playing in the summer league. Yeah, maybe the Bulls wanted to pay him more. True. Um, yeah, I guess, but they haven't really proven a win yet. But that might change. I think Vooch, Zach LaVine, and Lonzo will be nice, but I also feel like that team won't be good enough to like win anything. I kind of think they're going to be stuck in no man's land. That's what I really don't like about the Bulls. Like they're really competing, but I don't know. They're kind of stuck in mediocrity. Yeah, a lot of Knicks fans are pissed, man, that we didn't get Lonzo. Why is Knox trending on Twitter? So random. Most random things trend. Before I went live, someone said the Knicks are trending. I think we're gonna make a trade though, if I'm being honest with you guys. Like, no way Colin Sexton remains a Cav next season. Especially because they just got whatchamacallit. Oh, never mind, they got Mobley. All right, Cameron Payne has agreed to re-sign with the Suns on a 3-year, $19 million deal. Lonzo Ball signed with the Bulls. Oh, I don't think we overpaid Burks, but I don't know. I didn't think the Burks contract was that bad. I don't think the Noel contract was that bad personally. I just don't like that we brought back Noel in general. But that just shows that Tibbs doesn't really value that much offense at the center position. Because I thought we needed more offense. I didn't think those contracts were bad. Noel, maybe you could say that because he provides no offense, like at all. He can't catch the ball. I don't know. I'm not that high on Noel as other people are. He's a great shot blocker, but what else? Um, a lot of bench players get money. Gallinari got money last season. Lou Williams did. Um, well, we re-signed Burks and we re-signed Noel. Not sure how I feel about the Noel one. Yeah, I just mentioned the Payne news. Payne got that's a good contract though by the Suns. 3-year, $19 million. They did a good job. Actually, no, Lou Williams was like a 1-year deal. Actually, it was Gallinari that got the bag then. I don't know, but yeah, the Noel news. Not thrilled with that. Some Knicks fans like Noel more than me. I like him, but I don't love him. Yeah, I hope Fournier signs with the Knicks too. Like Fournier would be nice, but he's still not the long-term solution at the wing position. At some point, we're gonna have to get another star. We know what Fournier is at this point. Luka Vildoza, of what I've seen, he's an okay shooter and a solid passer of the ball, and he has effort on defense. But I don't think he's like some starting point guard of the future like some Knicks fans think. Wait, let me check for you again. I think Brooks, what was he, 30, what did he get, 32 mil? But when you think in the context, maybe they weren't the best of deals. I thought Burks was a fine deal. No, well, it's the inconsistency with Burks. I think Burks got like, what did he get? 32 mil? No, Burks got 30 mil, and I think Noel got 31 mil, if I'm correct. I don't know. Taj Gibson might retire. Yeah, I have to see like what Luka does on an NBA court before I really judge him. You don't like Fournier on the Knicks? I don't think he would be a bad option. I don't like the contract that he's demanding, though. I heard he's demanding a lot of money. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. Again, the Knicks are thinking long term. They're thinking for next year's free agency. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, I don't think it's as bad as some people think, because Joe Harris got like $70 million in total. Again, it comes down to the value to the team. Fournier would be very valuable. He's more versatile than Bullock. He would be better in the playoffs. He facilitates more. He's more of a consistent shooter. All right, I don't know what Evan's saying the most random things right now. I'm starting to think Evan ain't a Knicks fan. This man just said Jericho Sims will be a bust. He was the 58th overall pick. How could it be a bust? The 58th overall pick. TJ McConnell agreed to a 4-year, $35 million deal. So there's the details. Yeah, I wonder where Bobby Portis goes. Well, we already made some moves. We re-signed Noel and Burks. Um, yep, Shams just reported it. I think McConnell's a nice player. Good defensive player. Noel, I don't understand the Grimes pick. I don't think he'll be good. We should have kept Keon. Yeah, but we have to think realistic though. We weren't keeping Keon. Like as long as we have Tibbs, we're going after players to win now. Like Keon's a straight project. He's a good defensive player, solid passer, good passer, but I'm sorry guys. Hopefully I'm back. Um, no, the Bucks did not make any moves. Honestly, don't know what Rose is gonna do. Like I don't know how much money he's demanding. It comes down to Knicks and Bulls though, I heard. Yeah, Quickly and Robinson were late picks. Robinson's second round, Quickly 25. You could even say Dotson was solid for the second round. I know he wasn't some star, but he was solid. I don't know. I feel like we can't judge Grimes. We can't judge anyone until they step on an NBA court. Oladipo. I've I've heard or I've read stuff that Oladipo probably won't be signed today. I may be wrong with that because there's a lot with him. Could he stay healthy? Like he hasn't really been the same player since he got hurt. But on like a very cheap deal, I wouldn't mind it. Like on a cheap deal. Satoransky as a starting point guard? No. Didn't he just get traded somewhere though? In a three-team trade? Or I might have read something else. Yeah, Grimes shot it well from three, shot 40%, but his handle needs work. He needs to use his right hand more. I mean left hand more. Thank you, Bray Pan. I really appreciate your support, man. But yeah, I haven't really after that giant a bunch of notifications. There hasn't really been any signings lately. Yeah, he's going to New Orleans. I look at him as like a solid backup or third string. Well, it depends how we utilize quickly. Grimes is a two guard, so he's strong though. He might have some versatility at the three, and he could play defense. Um, I think quickly will be fine. He's someone that's probably going to adjust to whatever environment. I get that type of vibe from quickly. But yeah, it depends if we use quickly as a one or two. We're probably going to use him as a two until he improves his playmaking or vision. Any other news? Nothing right now. You think so? Oladipo signed someone for 17 mil a year for 4 years? I don't think so. After all that injury history and just barely playing, I don't think so. That would be stupid by a team. Everyone wants to go to the Lakers and that's so annoying. I haven't really gotten. No, someone trolled, I think, and said Hassan Whiteside to the Nets because I didn't see that. We'll see, man. Quickly just works out and goes to church. The man can't. Yeah, Quickly's awesome. I love Quickly. He may not be that starting guard of the future, but seems like a good teammate. He's definitely gonna always provide energy off the bench. Plane flying above my house or helicopter, whatever that is. Probably a plane. Yeah, as of right now, I've not gotten any news. But yeah, there's probably gonna be that team though that might overpay for Oladipo. It's possible. Um, yeah, I love Quickly. I think he'll be a great bench player as well. Yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. If you haven't already, smash that like button and click that subscribe button for more content if you want. Yeah, Oladipo is a free agent. And there we go. It's official. Kyle Lowry signing with the Heat. It's official. There you have it, y'all. Oh yeah, we would probably have to trade RJ. It's a 3-year deal and a sign and trade for Lowry. Yeah, we kind of expected that. Yeah, we would have to trade RJ. See, that's the thing. People want Dame so much, but you'll be stuck in the same situation with Portland. I'm only doing that if I know we're getting Kawhi Leonard. Randall and Dame aren't winning a championship. So I'm not giving up my entire future. Like, as much as I love Damian Lillard, we would have to give up RJ. Randall and Lillard, they're not winning anything. They're just not. But yeah, Lowry just went to Miami. Like, I'm only doing that if I know we're getting Kawhi. But yeah, that's a great fit. That's a great culture fit. Pat Riley's a beast over there, and you have two mentally tough players. Yo, what's going on, Try? I hope you're doing well, man. He says salute clutch. Yo, what's up? But yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on that? Lowry, Jimmy Butler over there, Duncan Robinson, Bam Adebayo. I don't know. This free agency sucks though. This free agency class is weak. I feel like next year is the big class, or at least star class. Like Beal, I want a Beal or Zach LaVine, unless Beal ends up getting traded. But I wouldn't mind a Zach LaVine next season. But I don't know. We'll see how Lonzo is in Chicago. Lonzo, Vucevic, and LaVine. Duncan Robinson just got extended. Yeah, I saw a report he's staying with Miami. Pat Riley wasn't letting Duncan Robinson become a Knick. Let's be real. I have not seen any updates on Fournier. I'm refreshing Adrian Wojnarowski and Shams over here. How many points? I don't know English. How many points do you think RJ will average next season? Well, in my opinion, he has to average at least 20. He has to. He has to make a huge leap. He does. I think it's an important year. Damn, Robinson got 90 mil. So we got more than Joe Harris did. I believe. Didn't Joe Harris get like 70 mil? Wow. And Torrey Craig has agreed to a 2-year, $10 million deal with the Pacers. He's a guy that does a little bit of everything. He got a ring, like, no matter what, though, because he played with Phoenix, because he played with Milwaukee. Like, he got a ring anyway. Is that true, though? Wait, you're lying. Wait, Mitch got 90. No, Duncan Robinson. No, Duncan Robinson. I don't think Mitch got 90 mil. Duncan Robinson. Did I say Mitch? Did I say Mitch? I'm sorry if I said Mitch. I think they meant Duncan Robinson. No way Mitch got 90 mil. If Mitch got 90 mil, I'm out. That is not true. Mitch did not. Bro, if we gave Mitch $90 million, I'm freaking out. Oh, I just said Robinson. Okay, I scared you. I scared you guys. Wait, so did Duncan Robinson really get 90 mil though? I haven't seen that. I see Torrey Craig. Oh yeah, it's right here. Adrian Wojnarowski. He agreed to a. That's still a lot of money though. No, it's Duncan Robinson. It says it right here. Duncan Robinson, host of the Long Shot Pod, has agreed to a 5-year, $90 million contract. I almost had a heart attack. No, they thought it was Mitchell Robinson. Um, it's time to go to Brooklyn. Damn, they got like no money over there now. Well, they did the 3-year deal and a sign and trade for Lowry. Well, that's a lot of money. 90 mil? That's more than Joe Harris. See, I like Duncan Robinson. Like he could really shoot that thing and he's very important, but he's gotten a little better as a defender, but it's crazy. No, if Mitch got 90 mil, it's time to be a Heat fan. No, I'll legitimately be a bandwagon. No, I'm kidding. My stupid ass would still be a Knicks fan for some reason. I wouldn't know what to say if we gave Mitch that. That would be insane. But you guys think that's a lot of money? I think that might be a lot. Like, well, that obviously is a lot of money. But do you think that's an overpay? When it comes to the importance of the team, they kind of had to give that to him. But damn, this is actually an underrated signing. Doug McDermott, 3-year, $42 million deal with the Spurs. Not Duncan Robinson. Doug McDermott actually had a solid season this past season with the Pacers. He averaged like 13 or 14 points on like 38% shooting from three. I think the Heat get better, personally, because Dragic, it seems like he always gets hurt. And I feel like Lowry's a really good culture fit. We know he provides defensively, he draws a lot of charges. Obviously, he has experience of winning a championship. Um, I don't think he's like past his prime like other people say. I feel like people just look at his age, but he's still produced like Lowry. He's still a beast in my opinion. He's not like what he used to be maybe, but I still think he's a good player. Yeah, we talked about that. We re-signed Noel and Burks. See, I'm not high on the Noel signing like others are, the re-signing. I feel like we need more offense with that backup center spot. But that just shows right there that Tibbs doesn't really value offense that much at center. I don't know. I would try to trade for a Miles Turner. Yeah, Lowry could still ball. See, Knicks talk's just trolling. All right, so we have news. Chris Paul reached an agreement with Phoenix on a 4-year, up to $120 million contract. No, he's trolling. Try. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Try. Chris Paul just got that bag though. He's gonna be 40 years old by the time that contract's up. Wild. Lowry's washed and he chokes in playoffs. Jimmy Ricketts shoots. All right, you're just trolling. Lowry was pretty damn good in the NBA Finals. Yeah, CP3 is gonna be freaking 40 years old. You wanted Doug McDermott? I wouldn't have minded Doug, in my opinion. Actually, he just got 40 mil in total. Yeah, it's not bad. I think Doug's pretty underrated. He got better since the Knicks days, though. Like he had flashes with the Knicks, but he wasn't as consistent as he was with the Pacers this past season. How does Chris Paul keep scamming these teams? Yo, I know Chris Paul is old, but he still showed he could ball out. Chris Paul's still a hooper, but yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I'll say this. Chris Paul, when you look at the numbers, he wasn't terrible in the playoffs or the finals. Like the efficiency wasn't bad, but in the key moments that you wanted him to step up, like he faded away from those moments. That's like the downside with Chris Paul when it came to the finals. He was just like non-existent down the stretch. Sometimes he got buckets, but not consistently. Yeah, Duncan Robinson got 90 mil. He got a bag. I hope they got a state farm policy on that CP3 deal. I'll be real, I don't see any improvement either. I hope we have a trade prepared. I really do hope we have a trade prepared. Call me crazy, but I wouldn't mind trading for Colin Sexton. I know there's a lot of bash with Sexton. He's just a scorer. He's not a point guard. He's a shooting guard. But I don't know. I'm not really ready to label Colin Sexton one thing. He's 22 years old. He played with nothing in Cleveland. I don't think you average like 24, 25 points by accident. I feel like he's going to realize that he has talent and he can improve. But I don't know. I feel like he's so talented. But yeah, his playmaking definitely needs work, and that's going to be the downside, though. If his playmaking doesn't improve and his defense doesn't improve, then we just ruin the locker room or whatever. I know they re-signed Cameron Payne, though. I actually thought that was a good deal. Maybe they're like Cameron Payne. You're not getting that much money. We have to re-sign Chris Paul here. What Colin Sexton's like rat tail thing? Does he still have it? I don't know. I feel like the Knicks aren't at the point that no last spoke facts. Read that post. Wait, did I just read it? Oh wait, I didn't read it yet. Let me see. Christopher No Rings Paul can't win you a ring, man. He's a known choke artist. He consistently plays with amazing players, but he still loses. But I've talked to my friends about Chris Paul like all this time. Like the choke artist stuff and all that. I don't know. I'm just tired of talking about it, to be honest. Yeah, he got that extension. I don't know. Chris Paul's still he's obviously still one of the best players to ever live, or one of the greatest players to ever play this game when it's all said and done. But yeah, it's gonna be the thing. He never won a ring. I feel like the Knicks are still doing the long distance or the longevity approach. We're waiting till this free agency. But I feel like the Knicks, they have to make some type of move at some point. I know we have to be patient and all that, but so if we continue to wait, give out these contracts, right? And we don't get a Levine, if we don't get a Beal, what's the point? Like we better get one of those guys next year. Kawhi Leonard to the Knicks, I wish. I know everyone's like, oh, I don't want Kawhi anymore. He got hurt. If there's someone like that's worth the risk who got hurt, like I'm taking on Kawhi. I don't care if he has two broken freaking like if he broke both his feet. Like that's a risk you take. Wait, what's Cap? Um, we already picked up his option, Chris Vertical. Chris Paul either gets injured or his play falls off once. Why are we talking about Chris Paul? Like, let's be happy this dude just got his contract. Uh, Come on, Levine, come to the Knicks. Let's hope the Bulls suck again. Kawhi Leonardo. Devin Cruz is just. Oh wait, we know this though. I haven't been live. I haven't been live in a while. I forgot that Devin Cruz is one of the big trolls of the channel. Devin Cruz is the man, but he trolls a lot. Kawhi Leonardo da Vinci is a solid number 2 option on the championship team. Yeah, that's just a troll. He won a championship. So Lauri Markkanen coming to OKC then? Is that the report or is that a rumor? I look at Lauri Markkanen more as a 4. I don't think he's a 5 like some people think. Yeah, I actually like that move for the Spurs. The Spurs, call me crazy. I know the Spurs, they're always about this great culture and all that, but they need to tank at least one season. They're going to be stuck in mediocrity for a long time. They're just, I don't know. They're in a weird spot. Like, they have solid young players like Lonnie Walker, like DeJounte Murray, like Keldon Johnson, but, they don't have that big-time pop guy. Hopefully that Primo guy works out. I love trolling and seeing Noah's reaction. This shit is so funny. I hope Mitch is working on those free throws. I hope he's working on a post game. That's what I hope he's working on. Post game before the jump shot. Can I please see that? I hope he's working with Hakeem Olajuwon. And I'm not even talking about threes. Develop it some type of mid range. He has no hook. But yeah, at least they took that risk. I said they had to take a risk in the draft. Some guy that could potentially be a star, and they took the risk all right. The youngest player in the draft, Josh Primo, who was supposed to go in the second round that they took with the 12th pick. He's 18. He looks like he's 5. This dude looks so young. Mitch is working with Ben Simmons. Dragic can end up in Dallas. Interesting. All right, let's see what else we got here. I just refreshed it. I have a question, guys. This might be a really dumb question. But would you get Otto Porter Jr. on a really cheap deal? Kind of like a tryout deal? Because I feel like he has talent, but there's the health concerns there. Mitch should actually work with Hakeem, honestly. Hakeem should teach him how to shoot and have a post game, but he should work on his free throws and his post game for now. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. Feels like some of these players coming in, they don't care about post game as much anymore. Yeah, and I also just thought about Triborough. They got to give Booker. I don't know when his max contract's running out because I know they gave him one, but they still got to pay Ayton, and they have to pay Mikal Bridges at some point. There's still players out there that they have to sign. So, but it says for that amount, given the CP3, Suns have a 2-year window to win a chip. Do you think they'll win next season or 2023? But we still can't. I don't care how old LeBron James is. I'm never gonna count him out. It seems like whenever we count him out, he proves us wrong. It's kind of like Tom Brady. We'll see what happens with the Bucks. That's interesting. The Nets, I don't care. They're still a contender. Obviously, I'm not discrediting the Bucks at all. That was the first time in a while that I was actually happy for a team. It just felt right because a player was finally loyal to a team, stayed with that team, no super team. They did it their way, kind of like an old school way. That's why I feel like everyone had genuine happiness for the Bucks. But I feel like the Nets, they can end up going to the finals. Still, we'll see what happens with them. But do you think they'll win next season? They have a shot, but we'll see what goes on to happen, man. But yeah, the window's closing for sure. It depends if Chris Paul's play declines. I would sign Booker and let Bridges walk. I would sign Bridges. I would sign Bridges. I'm not gonna lie. DeAndre Ayton got straight bodied by Giannis. It seems like Giannis saw Ayton was so happy that he was getting a free bucket. Yeah, Ayton played soft in Game 6. He definitely was one of the main reasons they lost that game. He sucked offensively and defensively. He just didn't have like you want to have this type of presence in the paint that the offensive player is like scared of you. He just didn't have that presence at all. Especially in Game 6, you can't be scared. He played scared, he's bobbling passes. Like I agree with that, man. But let's see. I haven't gotten any other news. Are the Knicks going to do anything else though? I wouldn't be surprised if they don't though. If they don't do anything else, I don't know. It's gonna be weird. Like, what are we gonna do at point guard? Like, you could say Cameron Payne was kind of like a plan C, plan D. The Knicks were apparently interested in him. You know what? F it. Don't even sign a point guard. Thibodeau at some point in his career has to start a freaking rookie. Let's start Miles McBride. What's going on, boy? Oh, I'm not gonna say that. Aiden's very solid. He's good. I like Aiden. But Kevin, not that's just disrespectful. But yeah, I had pulled up here. DeMar DeRozan still hasn't been signed. DeMar DeRozan still hasn't been signed. There's mutual interest there. Evan Fournier hasn't been signed. Reggie Jackson's still out there. Not saying I want him, but yeah, Nerlens Noel, Alec Burks. I could erase that because we re-signed them. Duncan Robinson went. Um, see what happens. So guys, the Knicks are like interested in DeMar DeRozan still out there. Fournier, Cameron Payne, Reggie Jackson. Just no Dennis Schroeder. Please, no Dennis Schroeder. Um, if Mitch wants to learn his free throws, though, I think he should learn from a good free throw shooting big man. I agree. We definitely need a guard now. I'd rather get Dame than Kawhi, but we need a game. I agree. We've been needing a game-changing superstar for a long time. Um, but the problem with Dame is we need Kawhi with him. Like, I'm just not giving up like everything to get Dame because like I get it. We're probably gonna improve like one round. Like we'll get to the second round. We'll get to the semifinals. It's gonna be a fun team to watch. Dame's gonna break like every single Knicks record. For like Randall needs help, but is Lillard and Randall like good enough? It'll be the same situation he was in Portland. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. That situation's a mess. Like with Dame right now. Yeah, Schroeder doesn't make anyone better, and he's like kind of a problem in the locker room. Yeah, Lowry to the Heat. See, I'll say this: I like Schroeder, but I don't like the money he's demanding. He thinks he's worth $100 million. He's not. Um, that would never happen, but I would drop dead on camera if this happened. Good for him. He got his money, but nope. Yeah, try. Man, I'm kind of disappointed about not getting Lonzo. His age would have worked well with their timeline. I agree. There's definitely deficiencies with Lonzo, but he's young. He would have fit the timeline, would have brought longevity. But I understand he's not a perfect player. Luca Vildoza, I've seen him play for Team Argentina like a couple times in the Olympics, but I'm not going to judge him until he steps on an NBA court. Yeah, because Kemba's not going to be there long term. It'll be a Lowry 3 year, $90 million contract. Anyone would be an upgrade over Peyton, but we'll see. Um, Someone just tweeted out, he's not really a reliable source, but Spencer Dinwiddie and the Wizards are meeting. They do need a point guard because Westbrook's not there. He's in LA. Who is their point guard currently? Trying to think for the Wizards. Be a Kemba, a Pelican? They do need a point guard. They just lost Lonzo. Luka Vildoza Doncic isn't that good. I don't know why Knicks fans act like that. Yeah, I've watched him play. He's not that. He's okay. The Wizards are see, the Wizards? Alright, Knicks fans, we complain about our team being bad, but I feel like the Wizards are always stuck in the worst situation of just like mediocrity, trash, mediocrity. Like they Wizards are a worse franchise than us. It just seems like they're a mess. They're a team that's not really talked about when it comes to being one of those bad teams. Like if like people look at them as like decent because John Wall, because Bradley Beal, but they're not that well run. They should tear it down. I would try to trade Beal right now and try to. And who they draft? They drafted Kispert, who's like a win now mode player. They should have went like with a better talent there. Dinwiddie and Wizard. Yeah, it's a weird fit, right? Did you guys see though what Dinwiddie like tweeted at like some James Dolan fake account on Twitter? I don't know if it was real though. That like he tweeted at Dolan, not actual Dolan. Like I underestimated the Knicks or something like that. It was something funny like that. Because if you didn't know, Dinwiddie hates the Knicks. Don't crap on the team that stole Michael Jordan, LOL. Yeah, I still think Kemba could ball, but yeah, he's injury prone at this point. He's definitely on the decline, but I've always respected Kemba. He's from New York too, I believe, so that would actually be awesome. To watch Kemba at the Garden would be amazing. Yeah, he wasn't good for the Celtics in the playoffs, but you also think about it, when he was with the Hornets, what did he really have around him though? Like, he didn't have much around him. And I actually think the Hornets are a sleeper team. I like what they did in the draft. They got Book Knight, great value. You have LaMelo. If Hayward could stay healthy, you have PJ Washington, you have Miles Bridges. They ended up with Kai Jones. I think he's going to Charlotte. Like, if he develops, he's going to be a really good player. So for the first time, I think the Hornets are building it right. Yeah, but he's not accepting a six-man role. At that point, you start him. Like, who are you gonna start at point guard? Kemba ain't coming off the bench. Um, why is that a rumor, Dinwiddie OKC? I know the Knicks are interested in Dinwiddie. What are your guys' thoughts on that? And I don't want to hear, oh, he was a net, I don't want him. That's not a good reason. That's just not. That's just not a good reason. Derrick Rose right now is better than Kemba. Why are we having that conversation? Well, Rose is not on the team right now. He's a free agent. He's talking to teams right now. I can't say Rose is going to start when he's literally a free agent. He's not a Knick. I actually am getting a frame for these. Don't know when though. But I don't think Rose will be back as a Knick. It's possible though. I think Dinwiddie has a chip on his shoulder and all the hate. Wait, it's just some news of who's on the board. I think Dinwiddie has a chip on his shoulder and all the hate directed towards us will be directed to the Nets. Um, is that how much he wants? Dude, what's going on, Cliff? But we also have to remember Dinwiddie just came off a torn ACL. He's torn his ACL like two times. I think he's torn both of his ACLs in his like basketball career. So let's think about that also. Yeah, I don't think Rose should be starting at this point in his career. We saw it in the playoffs when he did start get like also remember who's our coach, Tom Thibodeau. We know he gives out like so many minutes. And you think about it, Derrick Rose, like with his injury history, we saw him get gassed in the playoffs. He ran out of gas. Sterling Brown's agreed to a deal with the Mavericks. Um, yeah, I remember Dinwiddie was like, "I'm the best point guard in this class, free agency class." He's kind of a troll. You bring some entertainment. Oh, here's the big thing about Dinwiddie. I don't really want him for a long-term deal, but if he's willing to take a short-term deal to show what he could do, I'd be okay with that too. Um, I don't know. The Pistons, I just like thought of it. The Pistons have had these gems and then they gave up on them. Like Spencer Dinwiddie, if you didn't know, he used to be a Piston, didn't do much there because the Pistons didn't think they had anything. If you didn't know, Chris Middleton seems like he's been a Buck his whole career, but he was drafted by the Pistons in the second round and he got no playing time. Chris Middleton going to that trash Bucks team, getting all those minutes, was like the best thing that ever happened to him. Noah, the Knicks should sign Will Chamberlain. Of course. We should get Bill Russell, Kareem as well. Of course. We should get George Mikan as well. Go back to like the 40s. I don't know. We'll see what the Knicks do. I have no idea what we're doing right now. I don't. I still think we're looking towards the future. But at some point, we have to sign someone like, or we have to get some type of player. This is my thing, though. I'm not getting a point guard just so we could say like he's an upgrade over Peyton. We've been waiting all these years for a point guard. I want that point guard to be good for such a long time. I want longevity. I want that dude to be great, be our point guard for like the next 10 years. I'm tired of this freaking short like stopgap crap. I really am. I'm not settling just for a solid guy. Give me someone that's going to be here for a long time. I know that's kind of picky, but it's the reality. It really is. Like, that's what we want. Wait, why nobody talks about? Yeah, they did. Yeah, I remember that on draft night. George Hill is a solid player, but he ain't Kawhi Leonard. That's why some people don't. That's why some people don't want Sexton. They're scared of that. Oh yeah, I'm not saying I want George Hill. They're talking about the. He was talking about back when the Pacers drafted Kawhi and then they traded him for George Hill, which is hilarious. See, at this point though, I'm one of these people that I would rather just call me crazy. I know we have Tibbs here. I'd rather just start a damn rookie. Make Tibbs start a rookie for the first time in his career. Because I doubt Miles McBride's as bad as freaking Payton. I doubt it. See, I'm like it's tough for me to know that Try Burrow because I agree with you. Like his playmaking is not good. I know he did get better though when Garland went down. Like he was in a weird situation. They drafted Garland. Sexton moved to the two and all that. So some people think he's just a smaller shooting guard. But he's 22 and he played with trash though. So like maybe he didn't want to pass those like that's actually disrespectful to say, but he didn't play with much. Maybe things will change if like he realizes, oh, I have RJ, I have Randall, but who knows? I don't know. I just don't want to label him as anything, but I understand what you mean. Sterling Brown, yeah, I read that. Colin Sexton's way better than Marbury. Marbury's a street baller that had talent. He didn't have any basketball IQ. Well, as of right now, that's what Sexton is. But we'll see what happens with Sexton. Yeah, Sexton has an incredible work ethic. He does. But this is the downside. If he doesn't get better defensively, if he doesn't pass the rock, and those rumors are true that Kevin Love didn't like him and all this, and he's a ball hog, then it's gonna freaking tear down the locker room and all that. That's the risk. But if he does improve in those areas, then we got our guy for like the long term. Jeff Green, oh, I read that, right? Jeff Green, tenure with Detroit. Where'd he go? David Nawaba, $15 million deal to stay with the Rockets. That's just random. Is that true? Hoop Central's interesting because, like, I hear reports, but sometimes they're not always true. Colin Coward's a retard. Colin Coward doesn't know anything. The 2018-19 Knicks were the greatest team ever. Bring back Marbury. Yeah, that's a troll by Chris Vertical. Nuggets signed Jeff Green. All right. Yeah, I saw that. Kelly Olynyk to the Pistons. I don't know, to be honest, I think almost any player can improve defensively, and I feel like Sexton has that type of mentality. Like, he always has that mentality, he wants to prove people wrong. He's had that mentality his whole life, and you have Thibodeau there, I think he could definitely get him better defensively. I agree. At some point, we're gonna have to address this shit. We just have to hope we got a freaking gem and, like, Miles McBride quickly improves. Like, we just have to hope, you know? I don't think actually, I know some people don't really look at the Pistons as a great team. I kinda like their young core over there. Like, they don't have eye-popping guys, but Killian Hayes is still a talent. You have Sadiq Bey. You have Jeremy Grant. I don't think Jeremy Grant's a scrub personally. And then you have a guy of Isaiah Stewart. Mason Plumlee ain't there anymore. Um, I don't know. I wouldn't have given Duncan Robinson that much money. I like Duncan Robinson, but 90 mil's a lot. I would like for them to sign a stretch five too. That's why I want to trade for Miles Turner. I do. Especially if we get a DeRozan. I don't know how that's shaping out right now, but we would definitely need more spacing. Um, I would like for them to sign. Yeah, I just read that. But yeah, Cade's either going to be there a long time or he's just going to be gone after his rookie contract. He's going to demand a trade. It might be a De'Aaron Fox situation. It might be something like that. What do you think about the re-signings of Burks and Noel? Burks one was solid. Didn't mind that. I just hope he's not a starter next year because there's inconsistencies there. Like, he's just not a consistent player, but I thought he played well for us last year. Noel, I'll be honest, I wasn't a big fan of that. Not even the contract. Like, in general, I didn't want to bring him back. I think we need more offense at the center position, at least the backup center position, because like Mitch is not someone that's gonna average like 14 per game. He's not gonna average like 20 at the center spot or like 18. And then Noel, we know he provides no offense at all. I get it, he could block shots. But I don't know. I think we need more offense. But like I said, I don't think Tibbs values offense at the center spot. But I didn't really like the Noel deal, to be real with you. All right, here we go. The Mavericks are nearing a deal with free agent Reggie Bullock. So Reggie Bullock's going to the Mavericks. There we have it, y'all. Reggie Bullock to the Mavericks. Noah Frank's the GOAT. Yeah, like the way he dresses. Yeah, he's a future model in that sense. Yeah. And we have more news. Mo Harkless has agreed to a 2-year, $9 million deal with the Kings. But yeah, Reggie Bullock, thanks for what you did for the Knicks. I wish you best of luck. I like Sadiq Bey too. I think it's possible, but people read too much into the video of Zion talking about playing at MSG. I know he's friends with RJ, like really close friends, but everyone loves playing at MSG. Everyone wants to whoop our ass. Like, let's be real. Like, we need to start creating more stars like at the Garden. Like for the Knicks. Like, it seems like I don't know. I'm tired of like the best players coming in and freaking torching us. Like, we need some of those players that are just gonna kill them at the Garden. We need to protect the Garden. But let me put it in a better way. It seems like the best players that are made at the Garden are the players we're playing up against. It's rarely the players that are on our team, if that makes sense. Schroeder will be a Nick. The money he wants, I hope not, but I wouldn't mind it on a cheaper deal, I guess. Road to 3K, yes sir. Yeah, Harkless still getting contracts. Good for him. Good for Harkless. Yeah, let me refresh this. But yeah, what's going on, Legend Z? I hope you're doing well. Appreciate you guys tuning in. You guys are amazing. Yeah, I just pretty much read you guys out, the latest ones. But yeah, what's your thoughts on Doug McDermott to the Spurs? Legend Z. He's a solid player. Wait, aren't you a Spurs fan? Oh yeah, you're a Kyrie fan too. What are my thoughts on Ben Simmons? All right, my thoughts on Ben Simmons. I understand he's a physical freak of nature. He's a freaking 6'10" point guard. That's amazing. He's athletic. He can distribute the ball. He's a good defensive player. I actually thought he should have won Defensive Player of the Year. But all that means nothing if your motor isn't consistently on. Like, he doesn't really have this type of mentality. It feels like sometimes his physical traits are all for nothing when, or like in general, if you don't have this type of motor, like I want to kill, that's the problem with him. And obviously the lack of a jump shot. Like, it got to the point that free throws got in his head that he attacked less, and that should never be your mentality. That's why I love Giannis so much. Giannis' mentality was like, okay, I missed these free throws, but I want to keep on attacking and keep improving because that gives me another opportunity when I'm drawing fouls. He's the type of player you love to have in the regular season, but you would want anyone else in the playoffs. That's my thing with Ben Simmons. Um, I'm not overpaying for Schroeder either. Um, yeah, I saw that. I just talked about that. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Zion. I'm not gonna get my hopes up. He's coming to the Knicks and all that nonsense. Yeah, they gave him like what was it, 76 mil, over 70 mil. Yeah, Jeff Green's kind of been a journeyman. I remember like I thought he was gonna be a star when he was like with the Supersonics, but he's someone that like had a good couple years in his career, and then you could say he kind of went down. Like I thought he was gonna be a better player than he really turned out to be. I wouldn't have minded Jeff Green at all. Yeah, that's all you could hope for, that he just ends up being good. He's pretty much a boomer bust player. But he's definitely going to take some time. You have to be patient. He looks like he's 15 years old, youngest player out of the draft. Chris Vertical, hell no. If that happens, I'm not a Knicks fan. I guess the only positive is that it's a 2-year contract. And it's not even that. Is there the will there to be great? I don't get that from him. Does he want to be a great basketball player? Does he have that work ethic? He doesn't have any of that killer in him, in my opinion. Like, I don't think that's a good sign that he was afraid to take a layup. Like, Trey Young was near the basket. Like, you should never have that scared mentality. That's why, yes, RJ maybe hasn't been like what we really want him to be yet, but he has that mentality. He's not afraid. Um, what side are you looking at? Adrian Wojnarowski for Twitter and Shams for Twitter. But yeah, Jalen Brunson's not a free agent this offseason, though, right? I think we would have to trade for him, unless he's restricted. Freaking another plane above my house. I kind of feel bad for Luka though. I don't know. I think DeMar DeRozan actually he might go to the Mavericks. But I'm gonna say this right now: if we get DeRozan, spacing, please. Somehow I made the Knicks the best team and everything. Yeah, on 2K. That's the only way it would happen. Um, yeah, I look at Woj and Shams though. Wait, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. What do you think will happen with John Collins? I think he'll get that contract. He knows his weakness. That's something he should have been working on with the Sixers. I don't know. Ben Simmons is. I don't know. He's weird. At the end of the day, we don't know how his work ethic is because we're not with him. But yeah, Kawhi still hasn't gotten his deal done with the Clippers. I heard he is meeting with other teams though. Wait, is Luka Vildoza playing right now? The Spurs' future, I'll be real. You guys have some solid young players. Like I like Keldon Johnson. I like DeJounte Murray, even though there's rumors he might be gone. Lonnie Walker. But like I feel like you need Primo to hit because you're stuck in the spot. Like I thought the Spurs had to swing on a player because you have these solid young guys, but I don't see anyone that's gonna be a future big time star. So I think it comes down to Primo because I know this isn't in the Spurs DNA, and I hate tanking, but you guys are stuck in like the middle of nowhere, kind of like mediocrity. I think you guys need to tank for like 1 year, in my opinion, because you need some talent. You need a big time talent. Yo, what's going on? How are you doing? Yeah, Collins is a power forward though. I don't look at him as a center though. Um, I think it just comes down to their coaching staff, bigger staff, and that staff. Because I actually think Jared Allen and Mobley are a lot better of a fit than some people think. You have Mobley's feel for the game. You can pass. You can put the ball on the floor. And I feel like he's a type of player that would struggle with an Embiid in the post. Jokic, he definitely needs to get stronger. Even though he can guard the perimeter, he could block shots. But you won't have to worry about the physicality because you have Jared Allen there. So I think that's a lot better fit than some people think. You have Garland there, Okoro. I kind of like their young core, yeah. Slovenia versus Germany. Oh, I thought you were talking about Luka Vildoza, but yeah, Luka Doncic has been killing it. The Heat want DeMar DeRozan and Bobby Portis. Imagine if they get both. Do they have enough money for DeMar DeRozan? They just got Lowry and Duncan Robinson. I don't think they have enough money. Oh wait, Bobby Portis is returning to the Bucks. That's awesome. And Furkan Korkmaz staying with the Sixers. My friend, I bet he hates that. I bet he hates that deal. My friend is a Sixers fan. He probably hate that Furkan Korkmaz deal. But Bobby Portis staying with the Bucks I like that. He's found himself a home there. You think he'll be a bust? I don't think he will. He's going to Cavs though, so. Um, but yeah, I'll pull a Mark Stein too, just in case. Mobley does need to get stronger for sure. He's tall and he has long arms. Yeah, I agree. Gary Trent Jr. is returning to the Raptors, 3-year, $54 million contract. Okay. That's someone I actually wouldn't have minded. I wouldn't have minded if we signed a guy like Gary Trent Jr. Devin's hilarious. But at least you have a guy like Jared Allen there to like hold it down at the center spot. Oh yeah, they're chanting Bobby. Yeah, he's definitely that energy guy. But yeah, Portis turned down potential deals from the Mavericks and Heat. Sources said. Just got that on my phone. I'm whipping the Spurs on 2K by 50 and it's halftime. Yep, I saw that Conley returned to Utah. I wouldn't have minded Conley on the right deal. No, I thought it said Toronto. He's returning to Toronto. He's not going to Miami. I just saw he went to Toronto. Or he's staying with Toronto. Yeah, but it's the inconsistency with him. Yeah, he's staying with the Raptors. It's right here. Adrian Wojnarowski. Pop. He's a bandwagon. He ain't a Knicks fan anymore. He's a Nets fan. Yeah, I saw that. Reggie to Dallas. So what are we gonna do now? Is Burks gonna start? Are we gonna start Quentin Grimes? But we have Tibbs, so probably not. Oh my god, Chris Vertical's the ultimate troll. This man really said, "OF." We ended up losing by 50 because I got injured since Tibbs would not take me out of the freaking game. Yeah, he failed his physical. Yeah, I remember that. And we had to like restructure his contract. Yeah. I don't know. At this point, we kind of do need to get DeRozan. I know DeRozan can't shoot, but he's a good playmaker because he's deadly from mid-range. He has that fadeaway in his game. He can go to the basket. But we would definitely. All right, I'm sorry. I don't know why it crashed. I don't know why it crashed. But yeah, we would definitely have to surround DeRozan with shooters. Oh yeah, last season or last off season when we signed Bullock, yeah, he failed his physical because he had surgery. Kevin Durant can't even do one push-up. He's that weak, but damn, he could score the ball. Yeah. Kevin Durant's built like a freaking toothpick, but it doesn't matter. Freaking, he's a beast on the court. Don't got any more notifications at the moment. I really wonder what the Knicks are doing though. Obviously, we just re-signed Burks and Noel. Are those our only moves? What if we do start rookies for like Tibbs' first time ever? Yeah, didn't he come back? Oh wait, not last off season. Oh yeah, the first time because obviously we re-signed him. Yeah, the first time we signed him, I think when he just came off of playing with the Lakers. Yeah, he didn't play in the first game because he had surgery. The NBA is truly out to sabotage us. We can't sign anyone. Yep, we can only re-sign guys. Knicks talker, such a troll. I can't believe anything you say. Knicks working a deal with Rose. What source? You gotta give me sources, man. The sources trust me, bro. Actually, yeah, I would be pretty upset if RJ requested a trade. I would. I wouldn't, because there's rumors out there he might not return. Knicks deal with Leon Rose. But yeah, I feel like Rose is gonna stay here or go to Chicago. What he should be doing though is going to a contender. Hoops Etchell, all right. RJ's the best Knicks player ever. No, I hope he is one day, but no, he's not. I know you're trolling though. I know you're trolling. People in my house are so annoying. Um, yeah, I'm done. I'm done with the Frank stands. I am. I wish Frank the best of luck, but oh my gosh, that shit's annoying. Yeah, I wonder where Frank's going to. It's gonna be interesting. He has to take advantage of wherever he ends up going, because that might be his last day in the NBA. I'm not even joking. Um, but yeah, who do you guys want out there? I know a lot of people want Fournier. Who do you guys want? So Cameron Payne's not out there anymore. Let me take that off. But for the Knicks board, Dennis Schroeder, Reggie Jackson, DeRozan, Fournier. Frank is going to the Spurs. Pop's gonna turn him into Tony Parker. All right, here we go. Wait, Zach Collins has agreed to a 3-year, $22 million deal with the Spurs. Zach Collins, okay, rim protector. That's about it. Motivated Frank is a solid quality point guard in the league. I truly hope the Knicks re-sign that man to a lengthy 5-year contract worth at least $40 million. Yeah, I don't know about that deal. Zach Collins. He didn't prove to stay healthy with Portland either. And Alex Len's going to the Kings. Yeah, I'm not high on Zach Collins. But you got your big at least. Guess you got your big. My dream is that Tibbs takes me out of the effing game already. I've been already playing 48 minutes for 27 straight games and 58 last game. That's not even possible. What are you playing on, like 50-minute quarters? DeRozan, Denny. Who's Denny? And stretch 5. If not, go after Kawhi or Dame. I think I could be a player's agent because I know how to really describe a basketball player. Yeah, he can't stay healthy. And he doesn't bring much offensively. He's like a solid rim protector. Oh, double overtime. Okay. I don't want Rose to start either. I don't want him getting hurt. We can't be selfish. Tibbs is our coach. He's gonna get like freaking 48 minutes every game. Not really, but you know what I mean. Close to that, like 40. And I'm gonna say this right now. Don't be surprised that the Knicks don't go to the playoffs. That's not me being down on this team. I'm just saying. Because there is holes right now. We don't know who our other wing is right now. We just lost our starter of Bullock. We don't know who's going to be starting at point guard. But just because we don't make the playoffs this upcoming season, don't think we're not moving in the right direction. I still do think that. Frank Knox, Ignas, Obi. Alex Len had a couple good seasons in Atlanta, then bummed it up with the Kings. Yeah, that's when the Hawks were like really bad though. Yo, what's going on, the new Knicks? How you doing, man? Salute, he says. See, I didn't say like I completely want him, but I'm like preparing myself if we do get him. You know, you have to prepare yourself. Like, yeah, I may not like certain moves the Knicks make, but you still have to support them. You still have to support the players. They play for your team, you know? Tom Thibodeau, take my boy out of the game before he tears his ACL. And people slamming their door in my house. Or not my house, I'm 17, but yeah, what's going on in the new Knicks? Um, I don't know. Let me refresh. I usually get notifications on my phone, but let's see anyway. Don't jinx us already, clutch. Yeah, we need extra floor spacing. Like, I'm trading for Turner right away. But yeah, we haven't gone anything since the Zach Collins thing. Oh, wait, here we go. Mike Muscala on a 2-year, 70 million, 2-year, $7 million deal to return to the Thunder. Some floor spacing there. It's not much. What are your thoughts on that, Karam? Len obviously has talent. Like, he was a lottery pick out of Maryland. He hasn't really worked out. But I understand that, Triborough. He brings some offense. Alex Len's a solid center in the NBA. He can stretch the floor and knock down corner threes. He's an elite rim protector that can jump with the best of them. This man deserves at least a 50. Why you don't like him, Karam? I haven't watched enough Thunder games, but I've seen Mike Muscala play. Yeah, I brought that up earlier. Gary Trent Jr. re-signed with the Raptors. The Oklahoma City Supersonics are a solid contender in the Western Conference. I feel like they could reach finals next season. I don't know. Are the Knicks gonna do anything else? I feel like this is gonna happen. It's like I stop streaming and then a big time thing happens. Like we just but if we sign DeRozan, I'm obviously gonna make a reaction video to it. He's a vet that I wanted to say. Yeah, you guys do still need veterans. See, I feel like a lot of teams are dumb and they think get all this young talent, it's gonna work out. You need some veterans though. You do. The only reason I like Mitch right now is that he's way better, obviously, than like the small contract he has. Like I feel like that's a good thing that he has this that we're not paying him a lot of money because of this option. But when his contract year comes up, see what happens. I don't know. I want someone else at center personally. Just my opinion. But obviously he's good for what we're paying him, but I don't know, man. What if this is like 2013 where we sign nothing and have our best season in 2 decades? Well, we already had our best season in 2 decades this past season. Well, it felt like it. Not really, but you know what I mean. See, I know some Knicks fans that are like, we're only going to continue to get better. We're going to win 50 games and all this. Like, I don't personally think that. I don't. Unless RJ makes some huge leap. But right now, you could say our team is worse. Well, I'm not going to say it's worse. It's the same as last year right now. Yo, what's going on, Joe Curry? Devontae Graham's interesting because I don't look at him as a starting point guard. He's kind of a tweener. He shot a lot of threes. He attempted like 9 threes per game, but he could not finish at the basket. He has no plan when attacking. That's why his field goal percentage is so low because anything inside the 3-point line is not good for him. But Josh Hart would be a solid pickup. Don't want him as a starter though. But Jared Allen, 100 mil, yeah, we weren't getting him. 45 games, I hope. We need another star, y'all. We do. We can be hype about Fournier. We can like Fournier, but he ain't the guy moving forward. Like we ain't gonna win anything big with him. He's solid though. Yeah, I agree. There's teams getting better. He just got better. If anything, I want Noah to experience a Knicks parade one day. It might not happen before I grow. Oh, I'm probably never gonna see that to be honest. See, I don't even like. Let's just go to the finals. That'll be my championship. Let's go to the finals. Let's go to the Eastern Conference Finals. I actually wouldn't mind Monk. Trevor Ariza, he's back in a Lakers uniform. He's signing a 1-year deal with the Lakers. Didn't he win a championship with the Lakers? Was that 2009? Didn't he win one with the Lakers? I haven't heard any latest news on DeRozan. I know the last thing I read that there was mutual interest between DeRozan and the Knicks. I really am lost though where DeRozan's going. I don't think he's staying with the Spurs. It's possible, but who knows? Oh, the Hawks are amazing, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the Knicks are thinking right now, man. Yeah, I knew we won with them, but I forgot what year. Noah, when the Knicks win a chip after I'm dead and you're at the parade in Manhattan, please have a drink and dedicate it to me. All right, I got you. I got you. Never then, because that's not happening. No, I hope so. I hope so. But I will. I will. Well, let's be real though. I know we're not getting much, but this free agency class is terrible. But it does suck. We never get the popular guys. We don't. I wouldn't mind Powell. I wouldn't mind any of those guys. Luca, DeMarcus DeRozan. That boy's an ultimate troll. DeRozan for starting point guard. DeRozan actually can handle the basketball. I've seen him like plenty of times bring it up. And he averaged 7 assists per game, so that might not be a bad option. Yeah, maybe he wanted to go to Chicago because it seemed like that was in the works the last few days. Monk, you could say was supposed to be a Knick, but we took Frank. Let's see what else. 7:41. I've been live for an hour and 40 minutes. I appreciate you guys being here. Let me mute myself so you don't hear my name clicking on the laptop. All right, all right. Yeah, I'm not saying the popular guys are the right options, but that's just been the theme. And Wayne Ellington has just signed with the Lakers. Interesting. Wait, Wayne Ellington, wasn't he on the Lakers when they won like 17 games? Might be wrong on that. Yeah, Triborough. Sucks. Malik Beasley's in jail right now. Is he still in jail, Malik Beasley? I'm not even lying. He was in jail at some point. I don't know if he still is. So I don't want that. Well, they're always interesting. I forgot the reason Malik Beasley went to jail. I think he beat someone. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Let me see. 120 days in jail. Yeah, Ellington was pretty solid on the Heat, but yeah, he wasn't nice for the Knicks. Threats of violence. So yeah, I don't want that guy on the Knicks. He's a nice player though. I know he's from Florida State. Bruce Wayne Ellington is playing for the Lakers. Isn't he supposed to be fighting the Joker? Bruce Wayne. Yeah, threaten someone. Imagine trying to. Imagine having the balls to try to kill someone. I think he had 17 wins with the Knicks and Lakers. Because I remember Kobe's last year, they won 17 games. Yeah, Wayne's a solid shooter. He wasn't with the Knicks, though. But I'll tell you, it wasn't all Wayne's fault why he wasn't good in New York. We had Wayne trying to dribble the basketball. We had Wayne trying to create his own shot. That's not what he is. Lakers doing all this to get swept by the Nets in the finals. If Dinwiddie doesn't ask for much, yes. Yeah, we'll see. Trying to see how much longer should I go live for? How much longer should I go live? Because I would make videos on the Knicks bringing like Burks and Noel back, but I feel like Knicks fans know what Burks and Noel are. Like Murray can't shoot. I'm not getting Murray. That'd be a dream, Sajid. Oh yeah, Zion better come to the Knicks. Where do you guys think Zion's really gonna go though? Like at some point, someone has to come to the Knicks. The only concern with Zion though, obviously lack of a jump shot, but injury history. That would be such a Knicks thing. It's like we trade for Zion, and then Randall ends up like becoming better, wins a championship, and Zion like doesn't stay healthy till 8 p.m. All right. Oh yeah, this free agency sucks compared to next year. I agree. We're not getting Kevin Durant, Kyrie, but those guys are free agents. Bradley Beal, Zach LaVine. Zion's going to the Knicks 100%. If there's any breaking news with us signing a superstar, then start a new stream. I'm either gonna do that or upload a reaction video. I'm definitely uploading a reaction video, dude. Is that real? Knicks signed Evan Fournier 3 years, 54 mil. Is that real? I didn't get that notification yet. If that's real, how do you guys feel about that? It's cap. Well, we would have the cap space. I know RJ will have to pay him at some point, but RJ and Zion, they're in the same free agency class. But yeah, Randall won't be here if we get Zion. I feel like he has the capability. His mechanics are really weird though. Zion. Yeah, he's lying. He's lying. Let me take that off the screen. Stop the cap. Zion ain't better than Anthony Davis. Well, I don't know. There's no such thing as positions because you can call Anthony Davis a center, call him a power forward. There's no such thing as positions anymore. Like LeBron's a freaking point guard, not Luka's point guard. Yeah, Anthony Davis is center slash power forward. Knicks signed Bugs Bunny to a 4 year, $200 million contract. Norman Powell, wouldn't mind him. Anthony Davis, so I feel like yeah, Anthony Davis hasn't stayed healthy lately, but he's still a fantastic player. Well, I'm not a Jets fan, so I can't really tell you about the Jets' future. I know you guys have Zach Wilson, Elijah Moore, got that running back from North Carolina in the draft. I like Mekhi Becton. I like your guys' offensive line for the future. But I'm not a Jets fan, I'm a Giants fan. But I like your guys' coach. Yeah, reports I heard was like 17 mil a year for Fournier. You wish the Knicks signed Bull? Yeah, I wouldn't have been mad at it, but he's a Bull. We re-signed. Wait, Dwight Howard's returning to the Lakers. Just got that news. The Knicks re-signed Noel and they re-signed Alec Burks. Reggie Bullock actually went to the Mavericks. Yeah, Dwight going back to LA. Wait, is that tomorrow? I knew it was soon, but that quick? You know I'm streaming those games. Wait, do the Knicks play tomorrow though? The Knicks don't, I don't care. No, I'm kidding. I'm still watching anyway. We gave Noel, what was it, 31 mil, 32 mil? Solomon Hill, 1 year deal to the Hawks. There you go, Michael the Hawks fan. Or wait, he's returning, right? Yeah, he's been with the Hawks. Good defensive player. Well, Zach Wilson's going to be better than Jones. I'll be real. I don't like Jones. I think I'm not going to get excited for Jones anymore. He has to prove me wrong. Right now, I don't think he's good. I don't care about the flashes. Yeah, I didn't want Noel back in general. I don't know what your guys' stance on that. I thought we needed more offense at the backup center spot. No, no Rose news. But it's either like Chicago or returns to the Knicks. Wait, ESPN just confirmed that DeRozan's still in the running for I mean, the Knicks are still in running for DeRozan. Just get the shooters. Come on, we need a. What the hell is our point guard though? Like I'm kind of happy with DeRozan. What's the phrase? Lukewarm? Probably not. But I don't know. I like DeRozan. I like a lot of things he does. Defense needs work. Shot from the outside ain't good. He's deadly from mid range though. But he was terrible when it came to the playing game against who they play in the play-in? The Spurs? He was horrible. Howard just returned to the Lakers. Yeah, Noel's just so bad offense. Like I appreciate the energy he brings defensively, but offensively, Evan says Woj bomb Saquon Barkley reportedly leaving football to play basketball. Knicks will trade D Rose, Randall, and Bear to the New York Giants. Gosh. But yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in and hanging out with me. Much appreciated. Heat and the Knicks. Heat are gonna take them from us. Pat Riley's gonna ruin it. Pat Riley's gonna take them. We all know Pat Riley. Pat Riley gonna finesse. He's gonna finesse. Pat Riley hates us. Hold up. Let me make sure my microphone's charged up just in case. Okay, it's charged up. So it doesn't die like during the video. My stomach growled. Doesn't matter. Power through it. Thank you, Cliff. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Can't be serious, Evan. Can't be serious. It's free agency. He was a free agent. The Mavericks signed him. They don't get anything. The Mavericks signed him. Oh, but yeah, Evan, you're pretty new to basketball, so it's all good, man. It's all good. Oh yeah, DeMar wants to reunite with Kyle Lowry. He's fucking going there. Watch. I want to be pissed if we don't get him, but I wouldn't mind DeRozan. Dwight going back to the Lakers. You know what's funny? RJ's comparison coming out was DeRozan. Screw Miami. Screw Pat Riley. Screw Pat Riley. I know I didn't see those good days, but screw him. But yeah, if there is breaking news that the Knicks signed someone big, like someone like DeRozan, I'm gonna end the stream and make a video just so you guys know. Yeah, I'm tired of us relying on free agency, relying on free agency. It's smart. We're not giving up anything huge. I understand that. We're trying to like build longevity, trying to win for years, but I don't know. When are we gonna freaking get players? We get DeRozan, we have a point guard. I wouldn't mind getting Brogdon, trading for him. I feel like no one's really my stomach growling. I feel like there's no longevity there with the Pacers. I feel like everyone's available for trade. You think Grimes will start? Nothing new. We just re-signed Bullock and Noel. I'm excited, but right now they're nothing to me right now, Grimes and Miles McBride, because they're not at the NBA. They haven't played an NBA game, but I do like both of them. I like McBride more though. But they could both shoot the ball and they play defense. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with that in today's NBA. Well, I think both of them are gonna play. I feel like that was one of the main reasons we traded down, made so many trades to get guys we know that are gonna make an impact right away. Both those guys are gonna play. Yeah, Jimmy Butler has that giant contract. They signed Duncan Robinson, Larry's contract. Oh, but DeRozan might take a cheaper deal to play with Lowry. That might be the thing. Thank you, Triborough. I appreciate that. But yeah, Quentin Grimes and Miles McBride, I think they're going to play. Jericho Sims might be on a two-way contract. Summer League in with the main roster. And he's another guy that's not much offensively. He shot 56% from the free throw line, attempted 1 3 in college, but he's the 58th pick. Yeah, I don't know how Miami has all this money right now. So the Lakers and the Nets are going after Patty Mills. Indiana should realistically rebuild. I agree. I think they should blow it up. We should tank next season because we have Tom Thibodeau. Tanking's not in his vocabulary. It's just not. But yeah, I understand. I don't like tanking, but I understand where you're coming from. There was a stacked draft and everything. Could have got a K, could have got a Green, but we weren't getting the first overall pick. Let's be real. It's possible. We'll see what happens. See what happens. There's always some shocker. There's always some player that ends up being good like we don't expect. Like quickly, he's better than some people. He ended up being better than some people thought. Like who knows? McBride might end up being some tremendous player. Grimes, but it's hard relying on rookies. So there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be the rookie wall. Like quickly, he started off hitting all those floaters, then he fell off with the floater. Miami once again finessing the whole league. Yeah, I believe they didn't turn over the ball a lot. Is that how it works for them? But does that actually like go into it? The Miami has no taxes. Like obviously, I know Florida there's no taxes, but like does that go for like the NBA too? Unless he's joking. We'll see what happens with Obi. I feel like he has a good attitude. I didn't like the pick, but I'm rooting for him. I feel like he has to have a big year. Because let's be real, at the beginning of the season, he did not look like an NBA player in those minutes. I hate the Heat. All right, it's almost 8 o'clock. Gonna end it in like a minute, but don't worry. If there's any breaking news, I'm gonna make a video on it. Believe that. Believe that. Hopefully, we get Fournier. Miami's printing their money in a secret room at their headquarters. I swear to God. Free agency never favors small market teams. It's always Miami, Lakers, Clippers, and it's not true. Knicks don't get crap. The hell have the Knicks gone? We didn't get KD. We didn't get Kyrie. Oh, awesome, man. You should get it. I'm not sure. My uncle got it for me for Christmas. Yeah, it's the Lower Marion jersey from high school. But it's a cool jersey. It's a good idea. Definitely gonna try to get a case for it. I believe you're the one that said that, but yeah, I'm gonna try to get a case for these jerseys. If the worst comes to worst, just sign the whole summer league roster. We're gonna have Quickly in summer league, Obi. If you didn't know, Knox is gonna be on the summer league roster. Um, who else? Miles McBride, Quentin Grimes, Phil Doza, Jericho Sims. At least we're in the conversation, yeah. Yeah, I wish Reggie the best of luck. Yeah, it's crazy that Kobe's gone, man. It's insane. Really is. Can't believe it. Yeah, guys, I'm actually gonna end the stream, but don't worry if there's any Knicks updates. I'm definitely gonna update you guys with what is going on. I appreciate all the love and support. You guys are amazing. If you're new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button if you'd like. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to give me a thumbs up. But if there's any Knicks breaking news, there's gonna be a reaction, there's gonna be a sit-down video and all that. But Evan, Try Burrow, Cam DeBalm, Cliff Washington, Legend Z, everyone tuning in, I really do appreciate it. Knicks talk. Thank you so much for the great amount of support. You have a good night as well, Evan. All of you guys. Peace out, y'all.